Hello everyone, welcome to Quantifiers. So students, today I've taken another good question on geometry. Students, just want to tell you, do not leave geometry. It is very, very important and there will be at least 5 questions on it. So do not leave geometry. Okay, now let's come to the question. Those who have not tried it, students, please pause the video. Please pause the video and give this question a try. Okay, now I hope all of you have tried it. Let us discuss it quickly. Now, let me tell you a small concept which is required to solve this question. So let's take a trapezium. And students, this is for any trapezium. The property which I am going to tell you, it is for any trapezium, not necessarily that it has to be isosceles, okay? This is for any trapezium. Let me write it here. For any trapezium. Now, students, the property is, let's say AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD. And now if you join the midpoints of non-parallel sides, if you join the midpoints of non-parallel sides. So let's say this point is M and this point is N. And M and N are midpoints of AD and BC. Let me mark it. So let's say M is midpoint. So this part and this part will be equal. N is midpoint of BC. So this part and this part will be equal. Now students, if you join this line, if you join these 2 points, so the length of this mid segment, okay, length of this mid segment, which is MN will be average of AB and CD, okay, it will be average of AB and CD. So it will be equal to AB plus CD by 2, AB plus CD by 2. I hope this is clear to everyone. Again, I'll repeat, M is the midpoint of AD, N is the midpoint of BC. So if you join these midpoints, the length of this mid segment or the length of this line MN will be the average of the parallel sides, Very important theorem. Now let's come to the question. PQRS is an isosceles trapezium. So I hope all of you know what is isosceles trapezium. Non-parallel sides are equal, okay? Non-parallel sides are equal. PQ is parallel to RS. So let's say this is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. PQ is parallel to RS and it is given X is the midpoint, okay? X is the midpoint of PS. Now students, it is given PX is equal to 8. PX is equal to 8 and this is the midpoint. So can I say XS, this will also be 8, okay? XS will also be equal to 8. Moreover, it is given QXR is equal to 90 degrees, okay? So QXR is equal to 90 degrees. So this angle, students, it is given as 90 degree. And now I hope all of you know what is isosceles trapezium. Non-parallel sides are equal. So can I say PS is now 16, right? PS is now 16. So QR will also be 16. QR will also be 16. Now students, a very important concept which I told you in the yesterday's question also. If you take any right angle triangle, and let's say this is 90 degree. So from 90 degree angle, if we draw a median, so I hope all of you know these 3 parts will be equal to each other. This I have told you in my classes also, and yesterday in the question of day also, we discussed the same theorem. Again, I'll repeat, from 90 degree angle, if you draw the median, so students, these 3 parts will be equal to each other. Now just see here, students, in this particular question, this angle is 90 degree. If I draw a median, so obviously this will be the midpoint. Let's say this is Y. And if this is midpoint, and I know that QR is 16, the complete length QR is 16 and Y is midpoint. So can I say this will be 8, this will be 8. And students, XY will also be equal to 8. XY will also be equal to 8. Just now I told you this theorem. Right? All 3 lengths, QY, RY, and XY, all of them will be equal to each other. Now see students, we need to find perimeter. We know the value of PS. We know the value of QR, right? All we need to find is what is the sum of PQ and RS. Right? So we know that this value is 16. We know QR is 16. So ultimately we are left with sum of parallel sides. We need to find the sum of parallel sides. And now students, in the beginning only I told you the theorem. If you join the midpoint, the length of this mid segment xy will be the average of the parallel sides. Now we know the mid segment xy is 8. So we can find the sum of PQ and RS. From here we can say that PQ plus RS will definitely be equal to 16. See, we cannot find their individual values. I mean, we cannot find what is PQ, what is RS individually, but we know that their sum will definitely be 16. So students, if this sum is also 16, so what will be the perimeter? The perimeter comes out to be 16 plus 16 plus 16. So 48 is the answer. Okay, 48 is the answer. It's a very good question, a very tricky question, I would say. So I hope it is clear to everyone. Thank you, everyone.